Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about what is going on in the market. So the market's been bloody to say the least. Pretty much every single cryptocurrency out there. Let's cover a couple things that happened, and then we'll also just think about the past, right? Some things we've seen before. There's a lot of worry out there, and we have to pay attention to other markets as well. That's the thing that you have to remember. Crypto is not just in its own vacuum. So other things that happen in the stock market, real estate market, traditional markets in general do affect crypto. And of course, people that are in crypto love to act like it has decoupled, but the truth is it has not. So of course, there's headline after headline after headline about all the things that are going on. We're gonna start off with Terra Luna. So UST, it's been a disaster. It's lost its peg and essentially lost 99% of its value. At the time of filming this video, the blockchain was actually halted, but it is back up and running now. In a market that was already tumbling slowly, it was kind of like a slow drain since basically last November 2021. When you have something like this happen, basically it just took everything off of the hinges. So for starters, that really is a catalyst that has really pushed this to a whole nother level. But there's other issues there as well. I mean, anyone that can turn on the TV and see what's going on knows we've had some issues with the economy, inflation, all the money printing for the past couple of years. Well, it's starting to catch up with us. So let's discuss stocks. And actually, I'm going to talk about Coinbase. Look at this Coinbase chart. So as you can see, Coinbase has dropped a lot as well. But even beyond that, the stock market as a whole has been tumbling. It's been in a free fall. There should be no surprise as far as what's happened to cryptocurrency. So that's one of the main things I want you to take away from this video is, regardless of what people say about how the stock market doesn't really affect crypto anymore, that's just not the truth. It absolutely does. Do not fall for that. Just use your brain. You can literally see pre-market that day. Depending on how the stock market's gonna do, you can tell how cryptocurrency is gonna do in general most of the time. Now, sometimes it does kind of separate for short periods of time, but overall, let's face it, cryptocurrency is still heavily dependent on the stock market. As soon as you can, you need to learn to trade. I'm not telling you to go out here and day trade. I'm not telling you that. But the reason I'm telling you to learn to trade, and a lot of people just don't believe in technical analysis and patterns, but frankly, it does help. There are indicators. Why? Because of human behavior. If you at least learn the basics of some patterns, triangles, wedges, things like that, even if you don't trade and you're not an active trader, what it is going to do for you, it's going to allow you to know what's possibly coming. And will it give you 100% certainty? No. But if I can say there's a 66% chance this is going to happen, well, I'll take those odds any day over not knowing anything, right? So you really need to learn to trade. Make sure you find a group or find someone that is trustworthy. There's legitimate courses. So I would suggest that. And once again, I want to reiterate, I'm not telling you to go trade daily. I personally would never day trade, but I am telling you those signals and things like that can really, really help you, right? So that's something you need to take advantage of. And that's going to help you whether the market's going up or going down. Another thing you want to do is just look at the history. As bad as things are right now, those who have been in crypto for several years will remember other times the market was crumbling. Now remember last year, May 2021, what the market did? It flipped over and we saw a similar thing. Now this one is much worse. Even looking back to when Bitcoin hit 20,000 and then tumbled all the way back down, just remember, when it tumbled back down, people were saying it was over, and then it went on to reach 68,000. But in the short term, we still have things to watch for. I personally still believe Bitcoin has a chance of going down to somewhere around 24,000, maybe even 22,000. I don't see it dropping below 20,000. I just think it would get scooped up very quickly. I think it has enough believers at this point where it's probably not gonna get down that low, but anything could happen. You gotta watch out, definitely for traps. You may think, right, that we're in the clear, it could be a bull trap, and then you get torn up. So you gotta be careful, but then again, that's why learning to trade will really help with that. The biggest thing is, remember, there is always opportunities. There were people making a fortune in the bear market. A lot of this is because of the just sense of what's going on in the world right now, right? So we had the Russia ordeal going on. We had the pandemic prior to that. It's just been one thing after another. Ultimately, that has affected crypto. The question is, are you going to leave the market? Or are you going to stick it through? What I like to suggest is, if you do learn to trade, then you have an amount that you trade with, an amount that you hodl. I just really wanted to discuss these things because, look, it is what it is. The market has been through pure mayhem, and we just gotta wait it out, see what happens, pay attention to what's going on, but crypto is not dead. How you get through this is really just buckle down, spend time learning. Spend time learning. Go back to the basics and come out of it on top. So anyway, I'm gonna touch on some of the other projects as well that were doing well that have now tumbled. Take a look at what's coming up next. I'll also be doing a video on the Otherside Metaverse. Still amazing opportunity there, and that project is coming along. So I'll be talking about that. Thank you for watching the content. Toss me a like, leave me a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe, hit the bell for notification. And if you want to check out my other content, make sure to check out these two videos. Video on the metaverse and MetaHuman, and video on unstoppable domains. I believe that is a great way to make money in any market. Crypto domains, remember, tomorrow's wealth is built today.